Game of Thrones Season 3 is over, and until Breaking Bad comes back on, I have no idea what to do with myself. Hey there, I'm Tom Fonz, and if you don't know, I am obsessed with Game of Thrones. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. But I know some of you out there aren't as familiar with the show, or you just don't have the time to watch it because you have what is it called? Oh yeah, a life. So for those of you who haven't seen Game of Thrones and you're tired of all your friends saying, oh my God, why haven't you seen Game of Thrones? It's like the best thing ever, what's wrong with you? And let's be honest, I kind of am that friend. Here's my guide to pretending like you've been watching Game of Thrones this whole time. Number 1, when someone mentions a red wedding, do not chime in saying the bride looked beautiful. I mean, she did, but that's not the point. In fact, you don't need to say anything at all. Just mutter a lot of breathy, unfinished sentences like, oh, I mean, I stared at the TV screen for a while. And then stick your fingers in your ear and run away because you do not want this plot point ruined for you. Number 2, nudity. This is not a spoiler, it's just a fact. Game of Thrones is chock full of nudity and is largely biased towards the male heterosexual demographic. The merkin business is a boomin'. So if you're a heterosexual lady looking for a little bare Westeros man meat, feel free to complain about this blatant imbalance. But don't mention Hodor, because he actually took one for the team and did full frontal. Even though I don't think any lady was asking for that. And if you're a heterosexual guy, you should also pretend to be upset about the gratuitous nude scenes, even though you're not. You're not upset at all. Number 3, if someone mentions the Rains of Castamere, they're not giving you a Westeros weather report. It's a song, and most recently it has meant something bad is about to happen. Kind of like the Psycho theme, or the Jaws theme, or when you're stuck in an elevator and a Demi Lovato song comes on. Number 4, try to avoid using character names altogether. This show is brutal when it comes to killing off characters, so that character you kind of saw one time, you think, in a preview, by this time has probably been tortured, burned, and gotten his head stuck on a pike. If you must mention a character, mention Arya. She's smart, brave, everyone loves her. And true story, Arya is the only character that George R.R. Martin's wife has forbid him to kill off during the series, so she'll be sticking around for a while. And my 5th and final hint in pretending to watch Game of Thrones is go watch Game of Thrones! What are you doing? It's like the best show ever! I'm Tom Fonz, subscribe to CineFix, and seriously, go watch Game of Thrones. I know you have a real job and a baby to take care of, but come on! Dragons! And titties!
Get your film fix. Subscribe to CineFix.